You guys both look like a monkey ready to be shot into space.
I wouldn't have the beard.
Hey, mine was $1
Yeah.
a quarter, man.
They don't let space monkeys have beards.
Huh?
Yeah, so therefore I'm the only space monkey, apparently.
Yep.
We are in uniform too.
Yeah.
Oh god damn it! I don't know if mine fits anymore. I'm ballooning like a.
You haven't bought it that long ago.
It's a 3X though, and it was a.
I'm wearing my shit stern shirt today.
Are you cultivating mass there, Pest?
Oh yeah, I'm amassing mass at a higher rate of speed. Fuck you, physics nerds. Last time I said high rate of speed on Reddit, I got jumped by a bunch of dorks who fucking said rate of speed is redundant because a rate and a speed are the same thing. And I'm like, oh, back off, nerd.
Those are either high school kids.
That's the kind of stuff we get into.
They are
college kids.
I mean, that's kind of like what we do to some people that are outside of guns.
Oh yeah, they weren't wrong. I just, they got me there. I just don't like being gotten. That's all.
Well, I can recommend some exercise to you. Push around an 820-pound bike. It'll
oh no! What happened?
It'll help you gauge your.
Did your Harley quit leaking again?
Because if it is, you probably need to get some oil.
Yeah, it was leaking electrons this time. So.
Oh god damn it!
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a Harley without a electrical issue of some sort.
Well, this was that it just loosened over time. Apparently, Harleys have some vibration issues. Somebody told me. So
it's because you're trying to run two pistons on the same fucking journal like a
and they refuse to change. That's the other dumb thing. I mean, Harley is like the Colt of the bike world.
Yes.
Fuck you, pay me. You want my name, not my actual quality. Because if you wanted quality, you'd buy an Indian.
You want the shield on your tanks.
Is it kind of like gun owners, resistant to change and stubborn?
I don't know anybody like that.
Harleys, 1911s, same thing. Yeah.
100-year-old
technology, still the best.
Man, this dude had this beautiful Indian at the hospital, and I just re-engaged my lust for a good bike, and I've been shopping around now.
BMW, that's a good bike.
BMWs are nice bikes, but I don't want to die.
They don't have a lot of,
So there's the my problem with them on some of their sport bikes is, you know how they have the pistons like this
engines.
Yes. Yeah, and then they're all magnesium heads.
Wait. Every time I try to drag my knee, the fucking head scrapes and I catch on fire, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I just can't get low enough on a Beamer, bro. I gotta.
My fear.
I don't want to have to get a rasp and pre-scrape my pucks. I mean, come on.
I'm just afraid that I would lay it down and it would just burst into flames as it goes tumbling away from me.
That happens all the time. I read about that in the news.
I think they have pretty good active dampening systems though in their steering and stuff on that, so it's not that easy to do.
It actually goes shooting over the guardrail and sets the entire forest on fire.
And it says, "The more you learn."
Actually, it's the more you know. Not the more you learn.
Sorry. Screwed that up.
I mean, if we're gonna be pedantic, we gotta go all the way.
And being pedantic is half the battle, kids.
That's right.
Oh man, I kind of have missed this. It's been a few weeks. I have missed this. I've been so damn busy.
You didn't update the show link.
How was I going to update the show link in your thread?
Oh, good point.
Yeah, he's kind of got you there, Bart.
He does. Did you send me the show link?
You
did. There we go.
Hey, you probably should drop it into the Discord too.
Yep, I get that.
Bart, are you all caught up on the Letterkenny sling lingo now? We can.
For the most part. I mean,
Ferda.
How you doing? Finding you?
Not so bad. Yep.
Pheasants.
Pitter patter. Let's get at her. All right.
Yeah, we're doing one of them shows with the thing there, and yeah.
Yeah, we got that entertainment thing going on, right?
So I've got something fun for the class today.
Oh, that's for show and tell.
Suppress 10 millimeter. Why? Because fuck you. Pay me.
I'm in artillery. I don't care what you play. Just play it loud.
I thought this was America.
That's like buying a turbo Volkswagen. Come on, man.
I mean, those turbo diesels, they get great gas mileage.
Sort of.
Yeah.
What you gotta do is
not when they're on the test and it knows it's on the test.
Yeah.
No, that's emissions.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The engine ECU knows when it's hooked up to test equipment and then runs a different map program.
Oh, really?
And,
I didn't know.
Yeah.
And they got caught.
Well, and then also BMW did it, and Fiat
They didn't get caught.
So
everybody else got
hey guys,
caught.
listen up. The USA is going to mandate that we have all these emission control computers in the cars. What are we going to do with them? I don't know. It's a general purpose machine that we can fucking do anything with, right? Okay, well,
make it work. But here's the fun thing about that is that it was VW did not get caught. They got whistleblown on, I think, if I remember that right.
I think that's
everybody else got caught because VW got whistleblown on.
Yeah.
So they're like,
we're all like, hey, wait a minute.
Computer. Perhaps there could be extra code in there.
Yeah. A, you mandate that they put onboard computers in the thing. B, you mandate that they comply with retarded standards that can't be.
Yeah, like microstamping.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
I microstamp every bit of ammo I reload.
Right.
I butterfly
with your shell.
With my wiener.
With your seeding die.
Because totally it works like CSI, and they can totally match exactly to what.
Oh yeah. That's why the
what
freeway
barrel
shooter
it came out of, and what. Yeah.
That's right. That's why they had to let the freeway shooter go here, because he was just a guy who pawned a Glock.
Right.
Assholes. We got him, everybody. We found somebody to put up in front of you, and God help him. Sorry.
So fun thing about that about Arizona is that we might be instituting Arizona business hours.
What's that?
Because of how bad it's been up here, heat-wise. Being closed at noon.
We don't have that here.
There's a couple places that do.
Who?
That I've the Scottsdale, I know.
Scottsdale?
Yeah.
The entire city?
Yeah, well, there's some places
that like
down
all
there.
Old people, though?
Yeah, it's all the old people. Because all the old people are too hot, and they're like
from back east.
Too hot. We're gonna close.
Like
the term is Snowbird.
Snowbird.
Well,
nobody goes outside at noon to find out whether it's closed anyway. So
yeah, it's been really bad. It's been 110 today.
Jesus, there.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Huh.
Humidity.
And the humidity is 0, but the visibility is like maybe 300 feet because it's nice and you see this yellow tinge. It's not my natural jaundice. It's actually the sunlight filtering through the Pacific Northwest fires and the Canadian fires that have all this smoke drifted down here, and we have an air inversion on top of it.
I assume absolutely.
Is that causing the heat issue, or is that just
it's compounding it?
Coincidental with
it would probably be a lot hotter if it wasn't, but
or less hot, right? If it's working as a blanket to hold the heat in.
Yeah, because it's getting hot at like 6 p.m. rather than noon. So I would say that it probably is acting as a thermal blanket.
6 p.m.
Sucks ass.
I say you know it's getting hot. The NRA's pocketbook.
Oh,
Oh,
good segue.
Sagum.
Oh, actually, so here's the thing. We used a question mark in the title of this YouTube show, right?
Are they
Yeah.
actually?
No, I didn't.
Not in the title, but in
No. In the
I figured the Guess Who's Back was from some asshole that hasn't been here for weeks.
yeah.
That's
And we were gonna have Eminem intro music, but I didn't get that going. So
what are you gonna do?
Guess Who's Back?
Lose yourself.
We might get a DCMA notice if we use that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have to sing it.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell some men.
So what's the deal with the NRA being bankrupt?
They're not big.
Supposedly bankrupt.
Is it their funds being held by the bank, or is it because, as one of the people in the thread suggested, that they're stupid and spend more money to make money than they actually make?
I think it's like Elon Musk on
combination of
April
both.
1st when he holds that little sign up that says bankrupt with the Earth W.
So here's also the thing: there is not any there are no federal pushes right now against guns, as by and large. Therefore, ipso facto means that there is no big drive for donations to the NRA.
Yes,
But
the normal scaremongering is not available, so they have to switch to a different scare.
And the NRA is stupid and doesn't fight any state battles of any, actual value.
Worth.
I'm looking at you, 594. Thank you very much. Fuck you, NRA. They gave us some bumper stickers, guys. We got some bumper stickers. That was about the extent of the NRA support as we were fighting this stupid ass universal background check.
When the going gets tough, I get a machine gun.
No, we got thoughts.
Okay.
And prayers. And prayers.
No prayers?
No prayers, just thoughts.
Oh shit! Then you know it's really bad when you can't even get prayers.
They're agnostic. They didn't want to send prayers.
Yeah. This is Washington. We're probably 95% agnostic or atheist or non-observant.
But the CIA can totally send thoughts, though.
Yeah, the CIA thoughts tend to be pretty.
They stare at goats and they send thoughts. They do all that shit.
That was such a dumb movie.
It was such a bad movie.
It was a terrible
Was it?
movie.
I remember not liking it.
It wasn't to the point where you wouldn't like it. It was just a bad movie.
Yeah. It was
Bad
slightly
movie.
amusing, but
A bad movie doesn't necessarily mean a movie that you don't enjoy.
dumb story.
Like, I mean, I love all of the Leprechaun movies, and it's just absolutely like the worst, horrible horror movies ever.
Chintzy, yeah.
It's
Shitty.
no toxic
Mental
Avenger.
note: never ever take a movie recommendation from Omnom.
Except every time I make an actual recommendation to other people, it's always a good choice. Didn't you put Barry on? Didn't you watch
Citation
TV show?
I do have. I have Barry, but I haven't watched any Barry.
You need to watch Barry.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's great. It's Bill Hader playing an assassin.
I like
great.
Bill Hader.
I like Bill Hader. I like Stefan better than Bill Hader, but
It would be even better if it was Stefan, but it's Bill Hader, who's a former Marine.
okay. One of my guilty pleasures of TV is watching the Last Man on Earth. That idiot. I mean, like, it's getting old now because they've done the same jokes over and over again. But
I have not seen
But the first episode has a margarita pool, so I mean,
yeah. I mean that was the best.
Yeah.
I stopped watching after season 1.
All the good jokes were in the first episode. So, but
With a margarita pool and a
still watching it.
poop pool.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Don't get them mixed up.
Where the fuck did our shit? Oh, there it is.
So
The margarita
basically,
pool.
the state of New York told the NRA that their carry guard insurance was illegal.
Well, hold on. Let's work back. The state of New York's Division of Financial Services didn't tell the NRA that. They told the NRA's insurance affiliate that, because the NRA is not an insurance company, but
even though they provide insurance on your firearms up to
they have an insurance company administer that. But the problem is, like, the Newsweek, if you read the Newsweek article says that the NRA paid a $7 million fine. No, the NRA didn't pay a $7 million fine. The insurance company affiliated with the NRA, certain underwriters at Lloyd's of London, paid a $7 million fine.
Are you saying that when there's a question mark in the description or the title, the topic of the show is clickbait?
Possibly.
We are all clickbait. It's clickbait all the way down.
This is the only time we really do politics, because the politics are
no, the NRA is not bankrupt, but the government is unfairly going after them for normal practices that everybody does.
So you read the Newsweek article, and does the NRA paid a $7 million fine? And it's like, okay, do the people at Newsweek, are they not able to make a distinction between the NRA, based in Virginia, and certain underwriters at Lloyd's of London in London?
Oh, they're perfectly able to make that distinction. They choose not to because it's fake news. Yeah.
Right, because the Department of Financial Services doesn't regulate the NRA, but they do regulate insurance products.
They went to the Duffel Blog School of Journalism.
Yeah, nobody's going to read an article that says the NRA is not in any trouble at all.
Well,
it kind of
guys.
It's
David
almost
Hogg
like
tweeted that the NRA is, on the verge of collapse.
But remember, you can't make fun of somebody who's making fun of other people because he's just a kid.
Oh, okay.
Remember, we can't be mean to him because everybody else is because he's immune from that because he, for some reason.
Oh, the Hog kid.
Yeah. Don't you remember him? No, not really.
No.
Oh yeah,
stop talking about it. Period.
He's in my certain round file under F.
What a lesson for that young man, huh?
Forgotten.
Yeah.
No, South Park.
He'd be a media darling for 5 minutes and then.
Hey, at least he didn't get taken for a ride and convinced to sue somebody and left on the hook for the bill when they didn't win their case.
Who's that?
That happened to a lot of.
Handgun control, but they're like, let's pile on this lawsuit, and then we're not gonna win it. Fuck you, bye.
Yeah, and left him for like $290-some thousand in legal charges.
Good luck with your legal fees. Yeah. See you later. That was hilarious.
I don't. Maybe he wasn't paying attention when that.
The Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
So
we're doing the clickbait about clickbait.
Yeah, so
basically,
the NRA is not bankrupt. Nice. They are trying a new scaremongering topic because the usual suspects aren't available right now.
Omni just shot himself into space.
He is a space monkey.
He must be out of PBR, or you remember the second one in the freezer.
I got my bush lights and red beers tonight. I'm good to go.
Red beers tonight.
A PBR slushy, if you will.
PBR slushy.
All right.
PBR.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Almighty.
So after the next topic, I'll shotgun this. One-handed.
Wow.
Oh, I can't wait till you're eating grass later.
Dude, you are building the suspense.
Right? Exactly.
It is a good point, though, that they
on the edge of his seat.
The NRA has to find new places for money, though, because no one's really worried about anything passing.
What they ought to do
is being brought to Congress, or
they should move their dumbasses out of New York and either go to New Hampshire or Colorado. Actually, Colorado.
Who should move out of New York?
The NRA.
The NRA's in Virginia.
Oh, are they? Oh, that's a great place for them to be. Well, so it's just their New York affiliate that's in trouble.
No.
Well, no.
It's the state
of New York. Basically, what they said was the carry guard insurance is illegal.
Well, yeah, but the whole article was about freezing financial blah 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 and whatever.
Well, yeah, they're doing that too.
Right, they're doing that too.
But if that's not happening at your corporate headquarters or whatever, it doesn't really fucking matter because you just move your money somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
Or you don't have it there in the first place, hopefully.
Right. I mean, you just move it to a Russian bank.
I mean, does anyone else find it interesting that one of the biggest, for some reason this idea gets a lot of traction with the anti-gun people, but they're basically saying gun owners should have gun insurance, just like car owners and people who drive a car have car insurance. And at the same time, these same people who hate guns are undermining the ability for gun owners to get insurance. So it's like, you're telling me to get insurance, and then you're calling Lloyd's up and saying, "Do not insure these people." It's dirty pool.
It's almost like they're lying.
They're not. Yeah, it's almost like they're disingenuous.
Almost like they just want the people to tune in and look at what crap that they're talking about. It's weird.
Anyway, though, if the title of the video has a question mark in it, it's not a real video. It's clickbait.
Yep, I will admit they were clickbait.
It was clickbait all the way down.
Yeah. We're circle jerking about it, so that's cool.
However, Canada is strategic or completely thinking about banning handguns. So, at least
we should have gotten our resident Canadian on for this.
Yeah, where is Kroger?
I haven't seen or heard from Kroger.
Oh, you've been to Kroger.
Well,
no, we don't have any Krogers. We call it Fry's here, but
I'm more of an A&P man.
I don't know if that
we have Fred Meyer's here.
Fred Meyer's, where you can get a Coleman stove and some Jeep accessories, along with, I assume they're probably selling lettuce at this point.
Yeah, but they no longer sell guns.
Really?
Yeah, they were one of those ones that decided my guns are bad.
I haven't walked
sell my guns.
Fred Meyer since 1980 something, so I don't know. But that was there in Alaska too. You see.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
They did finally point out the fact that most deaths from firearms come from these things.
Suppressors?
Handgunny things.
10mm guns?
Suppressed handguns.
Suppressed 10mm.
They should get
specifically
a Canadian rock band to do a song about Saturday Night Specials.
That'd make more sense to me if I could remember the name of that band.
Leonard Skinner.
Nickelback?
Canadian?
No, they're not Canadian, but
but
they apparently bought into the whole fucking keep the undesirables from having handguns thing back in the
are you
70s.
saying that this is about making sure that poor people don't have guns?
Mr. Saturday Night Special.
Oh.
Yeah. Got a barrel that's a blue and cold. Ain't good for nothing but putting a man
6 feet in the hole.
Yeah. Fuck those fucking fuckers. Bunch of cracker-ass crackers. Seriously.
Chat says, Omni, you are alive.
Oh.
Yeah.
I say you would really not like rap music if those lyrics offended you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, they're so
I get your point.
They're from the South, and they got in Birmingham. We love the governor, and I assume there's a racial fucking quantity to that, and so they're like, they strike me as a not completely up and up kind of band. And
yeah, because wasn't the governor of Birmingham the one that
I assume so.
Opposed segregation.
Imposed,
yeah.
They had to bring in the National Guard to bring the students through the school. Yeah. So they were basically saying they were supporting a
we support banning the colored kids from having guns, and also
actually the line is in Birmingham they love the governor. So they're not saying that they agree with it. They're just saying that people seem to like that.
Yeah, I could. That is the right word. So
maybe. Is it okay? I didn't look up the lyrics. So.
Man, this is one weird fucking tangent here.
This is a tangent of all tangents.
If you're gonna ban handguns, you're just keeping people from defending themselves, and that's.
But why would you need to defend yourself when there are completely unbiased police to help you?
25 minutes away.
It's in Canada, right?
So
they have
30.
all their police are on horses, so it takes them forever.
Sorry,
I wonder if
you're gonna have to stop trying to kill that guy.
I do wonder though if in Canada if they do have an actual duty to protect, unlike in the U.S.
I don't know. They do not have the right to self-defense there, though.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if they have the duty to protect on the as an onus for the police.
Actually,
Canadian tasers shoot maple syrup. Just
oh, good. Oh!
They do have the right to self-defense. They just don't have the recognized right to self-defense.
Is it like Ron White? I had the right to remain silent, just not the ability.
Something like that, yeah.
So what's the chance of that passing? It's not very good, is it?
No, it was just an offhand comment by Trudeau at some.
Wait a second. You mean we're not supposed to take every word a leader of a country says?
Wait, this is clickbait again?
Yeah, no. And if we don't, we can just shout fake news over and over again.
Yeah, I've been doing it wrong.
Right. Because it is fake news, remember.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this one had a question mark in the title, too. Okay, fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or clickbait.
So I mean, in theory, if you wanted to ban a certain thing to actually reduce gun violence, handguns would be the thing.
No, actually,
and then rifles, and then shotguns, and then pretty soon you'd eliminate gun violence through legislation.
If I wanted to eliminate gun violence, the thing I would ban is murderers.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be really strange.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if you look at most of the mass shootings that have occurred in the past, it's
mass shootings don't matter. They're
no, I mean,
irrelevant.
If I wanted to fix the problem, I wouldn't ban anything. I would fund more mental health care.
I mean, if we're
on the right track here, we need murder-free zones.
Yeah, I mean that would be our ideal situation, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if we look at the most heinous acts, Columbine, the situation in Sandy Hook, we should just ban people who are white that are male with no criminal background from owning guns, and we'll solve like more than half the problem.
Okay.
Right?
No, if you want to end murder, you should make sure that every adult has a firearm all the time.
Like that episode of The Simpsons, 90% of the traffic accidents in this town caused by you four guys. So you four guys are going to sit here.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, that's the situation in Chicago, right? Would they have 66 people shot over a weekend?
Yeah. Well, I mean, those are rookie numbers. They got to pump those numbers up.
I mean, that's kind of normal for Chicago, though. I mean, they do that like week in, week out.
It pretty much is.
Well-run place.
All right.
So,
moving on to something a little less.
This political office has got to be worth something, right? I mean, come on.
But I mean, taking away handguns from people and from law-abiding citizens and results in, those guys won't have a gun because that guy looks like he doesn't actually, break the law like I am as I'm about to rob him. Because now we're gonna go ahead and proceed to circle jerk around the idea of a good guy with a gun versus a bad guy with a gun.
Oh, good segue. High five on the internet, bro.
And with that,
Ooh. Let's see how he does that. Ooh.
I didn't even see him make the hole. It's apparently a little one. He used a BB gun. Pew. He's 17 caling that thing all the way down.
Snaggletooth.
We gotta have the snag. Oh,
we gotta hear the burp. Where's the burp? There we go.
You already missed it.
Damn it.
Omni's gonna vomit.
That was warm as fuck. That one was not from the freezer. Oh.
I mean, what is wrong with you? And when you take one out of the freezer, you got to put another one in. So when you finish that one, you go to the freezer and get another one.
No, you got to pre-stage all this because that's like that results in more beer.
If you're gonna come home with a 6er of PBR, you might as well come home with a bag of ice too, and throw in a cooler and set her down by your desk.
Right. Actually, I don't know where this 12-pack of PBR came from. I went to a party this weekend, and there we go.
It came from the most rundown gas station probably you've ever seen.
And I drove home, but I don't remember it getting put in my Jeep. It just showed up in the back of the Jeep.
Oh. So literally your Jeep was visited by the PBR Ferry.
Yes.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great? Oh, that reminds me. So I actually had to call the cops on somebody on coming home from this party. I pull up behind this dude, and there's this intersection, and he just sits there. Green light. Sits there. Sits there through the next green light. Well, fuck.
Well, you're a
look, and he's kind of just sitting there in his car and in his truck, and so I go, oh fuck, and I wonder if this guy's breathing. But you know what? Because I wouldn't appreciate it, I am going to call 911 before I go approach the side of this guy's car at 10 at night.
Why did you leave a party at 10 at night?
Huh? Because we're all old, and it's 10, and 10's when we're all like, oh, I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
I'm gonna go to work.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. It's like, oh,
gotta go. My egg timer went off. It's time to leave. I got responsible shit to do.
Sorry, we're grown ass adults. But we've been playing yard games since like 2. So
lawn darts,
beer darts, giant beer pong, which is awesome with buckets. You use buckets and big balls.
Huh?
No, did you play adult sized Jenga using 2x4s?
Drink a bucket of beer.
No, you just drink
the ball into the.
Oh, okay, because like they could dump the bucket into a beer bong and then.
That would be so gross. The way you play beer pong is you don't have beer in the cups unless you want to eat all the shit that's off your floor. Like if you look at those cups in the morning, there's so much gross crap in there.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
beer to drink
blades
out
of grass, little chips of dog turds, and like on the basketballs.
Yeah,
other seasonings.
Yeah, I mean, but it's through a beer bong, so it doesn't matter. I mean.
That's right. Anything through a beer bong is perfectly fine. Anyways, so there's this guy just sitting there. So I figured the best chain of events is to probably call 911 before I approach the side of the vehicle, so I don't get what the fuck you doing?
Did you have your CCW sash on you?
Oh,
first you just damn! I forgot that.
Yep.
I completely forgot that, and so. I'm sitting there and they go, is he breathing? And I go, well, that's why I called you. I'm going to go see if he's breathing, but I just wanted to make sure that there was somebody on the other line in case I got shot. And then I walk up and I go, hey, buddy. He's windows down. Hey, buddy. No response. Sup? Hey.
Something. Nosberries.
And so I go, okay, I can't get a response out of him by shouting, so I'm going to go ahead and reach in. And so I gave him a little noogie on the chest, and he goes, hey! So fucking fucked up. He got pulled, or he fucking passed out in the middle of the intersection.
Yeah, I've seen that happen before.
Yeah.
That's a long light. That I want to submit that to the city as that this light needs to be faster because it's so long that a drunk person literally falls asleep at it.
I've got a buddy at home.
You definitely want your drunks to get through the light and go home and like properly.
Right?
Yeah.
I got a buddy back home that did that in a motorcycle and fell over at the intersection.
Wow.
Jesus. So his calf just got baked by the fucking exhaust for like an hour.
No, he got up. He said he's such an idiot. He said sometimes he'd drive home with his head on his arm like this just so he could see the white line down there. That's how he drive home.
That's bad.
On a motorcycle. Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
The best part out of this whole thing is that as I'm on the phone, guess who pulls up behind me a cop, and runs my plate. Starts radioing in my plate because
what's this fucking guy doing? Yeah.
Obviously, there's no one in the Jeep because I don't have the top on it, and you can obviously see that there's no one in the Jeep, or else somebody's passed out over in it.
Your plate's the one he can see without wiping all the donut dust off his fucking chest to get the fuck out of the car.
Right? and I'm just like, and I look at him, I point to my phone. Luckily, it's a well-lit intersection. And then he does one of these little things as he's calling in my, and then proceeds to go around me and then pull over the gentleman in front of me. I go, oh, good job, motherfucker. Really?
So if you fall asleep in the middle of an intersection and the cops eventually show up of their own accord, did you basically pull yourself over?
Well, you're actually lucky you're not dead, Omni.
I am. That's why I called 911 before I approached the vehicle.
No, the cop.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know that counts. Huh?
It doesn't. It actually doesn't count. But I'm glad that I had, because we were doing yard shenanigans, I had taken, my gun was sitting in my center console.
But this is why you have a CCW stash, bro.
That's true. That's true. I should have had.
He would have known that you were a CCW holder immediately upon approaching you.
Or a crossing guard for a school, whichever.
He may not have run your plate. Plus, if you had a PT belt and he's ex-military, he would know right away.
You are a safe man, and you will be perfectly fine. You can't possibly get. Actually, I think I might have a PT belt in the back of the Jeep.
I've thought about getting one just to be in compliance with nothing that I've ever joined before, but.
I do know I have a BFA in my Jeep.
What's a BFA?
Blank firing adapter.
Oh, good.
The big, bright colored ones that go on the end of that clip onto a A2 birdcage. Mm-hmm. What were we talking about?
Good guy with a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
In a situation with a good guy stopping a bad guy with a gun, you don't hear anything on the news.
And wasn't there a ballpark by the CDC or something that was like $2 million a year or something?
Yeah,
well, that's all they can do.
Yeah. I mean,
they didn't publicize at all. Like, it was buried.
No, it was just, oh yeah, look at this, because we can't actually use this to affect policy change because it's the law. But
I wonder if that would change if every state had a open law that the arrests and everything were public.
Like
you always see Florida Man all the time.
Yeah, Florida Man exists purely because it's public. Yeah.
But there's so many instances that guns are probably used to deter something that never gets. They
don't even get reported, probably.
Right.
Yeah. 2.9 million DGUs.
/r/DGU exists to document that shit.
I mean, the problem with the DGU is that you can't document the ones that don't happen. So you were effectively trying to prove a negative.
Right.
There's that, and then there's also there might not be a person that actually calls the cops after
attempted
pulling their gun out of I will say I've pulled my gun out of my holster more than once, and it hasn't involved the cops being called.
Right.
Because I would count a DGU against a wild animal, or a bump in the night noise, or this little asshole.
You can tell he's an asshole because he looks like a cat.
True words have never been spoken. So glad my wife's allergic to him.
Aren't you an asshole?
Cats are terrible. Yeah, he's like, let me down, idiot.
Yeah, all he does is sweep his asshole around all your furniture. I mean, there's got to be little butthole prints on
he likes to sit on my foot so I can feel his fucking butthole on my bare foot, and I have to shove him away because I don't want to feel your butthole because it's like 115 degrees.
But does it pulse?
And there's
I don't know. I don't let it sit long enough.
Okay. Because a pulsing butthole, you know, I mean.
Ow.
Man. Let's see if that helps our viewership or kills our viewership.
Is this the same shenanigans that you got up to while I was gone?
What? No,
pretty much. Yeah.
Or are we just returning back to our roots?
We were run like a well-oiled machine while you were gone.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I figured as much.
My lubricant of choice is vodka.
There's a lot more awkward pauses, put it that way.
Yeah, you got to power through those.
Yeah. I do not have the gift of gab. Growing up, only child on a farm. There's nobody to talk to.
I think we were probably all introverts except for that chuckle fuck. I mean, Fluffy might not be, but I assume you are, Bart.
What?
Until I get to know you, yeah.
And then, exactly. Like, I don't want to know you unless I got to. Oh, you're all right, I guess.
Hey, I still have life left in my tritium. I didn't realize that. This is an old Glock.
I was gonna grab something. Oh, these ones are sort of
buy those
alive.
capsules and replace them yourself. You know,
aren't they a bit?
I thought you just sent them off. I thought you had to send them off to.
You have to send them to your friend in New York.
How
and
the
breaks a
fuck
couple
would
of them.
you get them out?
What?
You get a microphone.
No, you just send the shit off to either Glock or Tritium.
Just buy new ones.
Really? It's a company called Tritium?
Yeah,
No,
Tritium.com.
No, these ones on my SIG, though, or this is an old SIG. This is from like 2000.
Yeah, those would be Triticon, probably.
Yeah, they are. I can see.
You just have to buy them from like Hong Kong, and it's shady.
See, but these are, I don't know if you can see, this is actually Glock brand Glock sites on it.
Right.
Yeah, but
you drill those fuckers out and put new ones in.
Yeah. Make sure you're really close.
Actually, okay, so first of all, the reason they're dark is that the half-life is
half gone.
Now lead.
Yeah, which means they're just about a little bit less radioactive than they used to be. So, you know, drill them out.
It's probably less radioactive than a banana.
Probably.
But what's
bananas don't glow after 12 years either.
It's less radioactive than flying on a transcontinental flight.
Yeah,
that's actually probably close.
Oh yeah, tritium. Those little tritium vials are not very radioactive. My old ass police trade-in USP 45 though, I can still see from the bed though, which is pretty sweet.
We are social media, NRA dying, anti-gun Trump, and Best 22 is another show that is currently live along with us with 227 watchers. Never enough ammo.
Where's it? This must.
We have to hate these guys now. I'm just sorry. I just happened to see that pop up.
Cap 3127 says talk about guns. Oh, Bart says.
No, we already have been talking about guns.
We worked on it. That worked.
Yeah, that was my NRA segment in the beginning.
We succumbed into it. I mean, all we need is more social lubricant. Hold on, here we go.
I got to tell you, I'm hilarious when I get
America. Peppers and a flag. Let's make it sway.
So that we need now is like another channel is just suggested to you by YouTube. Is that why it popped up or what?
Yeah.
Or is someone link it? Oh
no, it was suggested by the YouTubes. It's probably that one dude that we hopped on his show. I don't remember that dude. What is
I was at his house that night. I was so mad I couldn't jump on.
Yep. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck you, man, with 227 viewers.
That's like 226 more than us.
He didn't have that many. Oh, today. Sorry, but that guy back in the day had his viewership was lower than ours.
Yeah, it totally is.
Yeah.
He's building.
What kind of viewership were you guys getting without me? So probably double this, right?
No.
We had 20 a couple times.
On one day, and he brought up some people.
Yeah, Semper was here.
Semper showed up on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, great!
You didn't He didn't even watch it after the fact, apparently.
Oh my goodness!
No, I haven't had time.
Oh yeah.
It's been a rough month or so.
Been spending your time with your thoughts. Is that it?
Yes.
All that tindering.
Yes. Speaking of, okay, what do you think this Old Spice smells like?
What's it say?
If you know what it smells like, don't say anything. This is out there to viewer land too. What would you think a Paul Revere waving
Midnight Run,
America?
What do you think that smells like?
It would smell like a pandering outfit from Walmart.
Smells like silver.
Silver. Okay, silver. We've got pandering. What do you say there, Bart?
I don't know.
Raspberries.
No.
Wait.
Over here. I bet you it smells like a woman's perfume. Macaroni.
And you there, FC?
I've never used deodorant before in my life, so I got nothing.
Semper says macaroni.
This smells like
no more guns.
Fruit punch.
What? The fuck kind of deodorant?
Is
Hawaiian? It smells like Hawaiian fruit punch.
Is it like Laurel versus Yanny? It smells different to some people.
That brand is marketed to diabetics.
If you wear that in your sketchy popsicle van and drive by the school, you will have the juice box ladies lined up.
Their breath already smells like juicy fruits. You might as well complete the the.
I don't get it.
Entourage.
Why would you name it after Paul Revere's Midnight Run? And we shouldn't call it Paul Revere's Midnight Run because he only did a little bit. And
look at all the other Old Spice commercials, though. They're pretty out there.
But make it smell masculine.
You got a good point there. We should do like a beef stew deodorant or something.
Who's
right?
got the
who's gonna die? Who's
got the weather radio going off?
I'm in the middle of a dust storm as we speak.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of a massive heat advisory.
It's one of them Arizona haboobs.
It doesn't look dusty.
The only thing I will say about Midnight Run is it was a terrific film featuring Charles Grodin and Robert De Niro.
The man who plays himself and the other guy who plays himself. Yep. Sorry. I did enjoy the movie. I have no idea why.
So, what other flavors do they have besides Hawaiian Punch? They have like PB&J or?
I don't know. I used to really like my Old Spice deodorants and stuff like that, but that has probably put me off back to just Arm & Hammer, Baby Fresh.
I think they're targeting the middle school demographic with that.
I don't know who the hell. I want to write a fucking letter. Who the hell makes a goddamn deodorant that smells like fucking fruit punch? Excuse me.
Maybe that's what the ladies are into now. Fruit punch.
They have a grape drink one.
They like fruit.
Are you talking Flavor Aid? Like
grape drink. Drank.
Wow. Purple. It's purple.
A purple drink. Yeah. No, I'm talking about grape drink, man. I'm talking about Kool-Aid.
Okay, so question. Which direction do I swipe on this one?
Up.
I saw a cartoon today for Timber, which is for lumberjacks.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
So, which direction?
Right.
Is it a real person?
Nope. Look at the text. First line.
Bacon
is
gross.
Dude, it's like a 6-point font. We can't see it.
Bacon is gross. Is her first line.
I would just.
You definitely got to hook up.
That's a hard no.
You got to hook up with her, man.
No, see what you do is you go get one of those pig intestine condoms.
Oh man, yes.
You love that.
This is a great idea.
Bart, you are the kind of person who would fuck an atheist and just start getting them to shout, "Oh God," in the middle of it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that a Tuesday?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Who joined?
The dust storm. The dust storm got him. He had to rejoin us.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
We can hear
Hello?
I apparently missed something funny because I got the YouTube feedback before I was back on here.
you.
It was making a joke about on Tinder. There was a woman who was pretty hot, but then turned around and said, "Bacon is gross," as our first opening line.
That's
And I
challenge
said no.
accepted. Challenge accepted.
And I said no, swipe no on that. But then Bart said, "Buy a
big intestine condom." Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So you don't like bacon? You just got porked times 2.
You don't have
well, yeah, I mean, alternatively, she might like his meat, but
no, I mean, she clearly was out there trying to be not liked by anybody. Who
maybe she's a vegan. You know, that happens.
the other terrible V word, yeah.
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong being vegan, but
yeah, there is.
No, but
when you're dating somebody, is that something you're going to say is like, "Oh, this is my food preference," just to piss you off?
Well, no, know? Clearly, she's shopping for somebody special.
Yeah.
What the hell is she doing on Tinder?
Getting swiped right a lot, I assume.
Maybe she'll try sex is gross.
Whichever direction's the bad direction. I don't know fucking how that works.
well, whatever the negative direction is, I think that's left. I haven't exercised that muscle yet.
No. Oh. But you should know. Oh, okay.
Okay. You want to know what else is great? 556 is finally dead.
Oh, thank God.
That so this idiot. Yeah.
My uncle, a Vietnam vet, called me the other day and was like, "Did you hear the news?" I said, "Yeah, I did." 556 is finally dead.
I got so much shit in that thread for putting that in there. Oh, everybody's giving me, this is all clickbait and this stupid article. I'm like, yeah, that's good.
Doesn't reference anything. It's some old guy.
I'm like,
bring the 14 back.
Pretty terrible op-ed for them to include.
Here's how you know your gun article is fucking retarded. A, it's written by a Vietnam vet. B, it says 556 is dead, and but it doesn't say what it's being replaced with. C, there's
I mean 276 Pedersen, but
yeah, that's what I said.
It's like the only obvious choice there.
Right. Or well, I was saying 280 Ross, but
here's what I think. I don't think those platforms even filter who can post on them. They let somebody say
they're so
I don't know.
So desperate for content.
Let's ask FC. He's
if you can come up with a retarded opinion piece, we will fucking publish it because we might get an eyeball or two. And we don't give a shit what actually happens after.
Did you ever get paid for any of the stuff you used to write for T-Tag?
Oh, are you kidding me? I never got paid for shit.
So I signed up to not get paid for shit.
The readers got exactly what they paid for.
Yeah, you're definitely right there.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I mean, I still write for them when I want, but it's just, you know.
Isn't most of your writing ghostwriting now at these days because of your Hillary?
Here's the thing about that 556 article also. Muzzle Break I believe was in there. BREAK.
Oh wow! Yeah, I didn't read it that close.
That's actually my biggest problem with TFB and fucking T-Tag is your editor is not your fucking spell checker. Yeah, you spelled break right, but you got the wrong fucking version of it, idiot.
I saw one article where the guy said rate and speed were like together, and it was stupid.
Miles from TFB has been pissing me. Okay, so you're a guy on video and you got access to some cool shit like a fucking Ameli. Spanish Ameli is the last video I watched from him. But the guy hasn't ever read a book in his fucking life, so he only has like 6 words in his fucking vocabulary, and he sounds like an idiot.
Who was this?
Miles from TFB.
Oh.
I think he's actually been on this show once back in the day.
Oh,
but
Miles.
Okay, you might
Nick. Nick was on here.
Okay, but you might want to be a fucking journalist, but like You gotta have a vocabulary and not sound like a fucking idiot.
Well, even like Ian, I mean, if you look at Ian, Forgotten Weapons versus Seeing Arsenal, right? Matthias is like on the one extreme where he's like months and months of research into like original sources and all that stuff, and then you have Ian who's kind of in the middle, who's sort of like pumping stuff out at a pretty good pace, fairly knowledgeable, knows a good bit of stuff about things.
It's basically a range shoot, and then
all the way on the other side, right?
Yeah.
So
like us.
Yeah, like us.
I mean, like
we're not idiots, but we kind of heard them around.
Ain't none of us ever don't sound like we haven't read a book once in a while. I mean, come on.
Ain't got time to read, man.
I just bought a book on Ross rifles because I want to buy a Ross rifle.
That's a great reason to buy a book on Ross rifles, because that way you won't accidentally buy a sporterized one.
Yeah, or put the bolt together wrong.
Well, yeah. Oh,
I mean, it's a perfectly valid statement.
What is?
Buying one so you don't accidentally buy a sport version.
I mean, yeah, if you have no idea what they look like. I mean,
yeah. So, I mean, who the hell? I'm still upset about this, by the way, because I wasted $3 on this.
No, there's no indication on the outside of that packaging of what flavor that is.
Why, when you're there, do you not pop the top off and smell it before you buy it?
No, I was in a hurry. I was like, "Oh, that looks American-y."
It doesn't say anything on it.
I was in a hurry to run off somewhere, and I needed some deodorant, so I grabbed this.
You fell victim to sarcastic pandering.
I did. I completely
got the bear glove or wolf thorn. Those are good.
Those are good, and they didn't have any. They didn't have any of the ones in the white container. They just had this one.
The white ones are the solids though. Those are gross.
You don't like this? I appreciate the solid deodorant.
I like the gel.
So the thing about the gel is you turn the thing and you turn the thing and then it goes up a little bit. And then,
I don't mean like the gel through like the
this is gel
holes.
This is
I'm a right guard.
Solid gel. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the problem is I tend to leave deodorant in my car, and
why would
this stuff melts really quick.
Yeah.
But the white solid stuff does not melt as quick.
Well, if you leave spray deodorant in your car, it will not do that.
It'll just detonate and blow your windows out.
No, it won't do that either.
Nah, probably not.
You got to have a top on. I haven't had the top on the Jeep since April or May.
Popping that top?
No, he's.
I bought this bag that's specifically for it's supposed to be UV protected, and it's now gray. It used to be black, but it is now gray. I want to write them a letter and say, your UV protection sucks. I hope you don't make condoms.
If your condoms need UV protection, you're doing it wrong.
Or very, very right.
Because you generally want to stick it where the sun don't shine.
Hey,
that's the joke.
Okay, thanks.
Is that really the joke, or is it?
Or do you want the sun to shine there?
When you look at me like that, it's a joke, right?
Hey, babe, we're going to the beach. Let's bring a speculum this time.
No, I think I actually took it off my desk. Because I mean, they might find it a little weird if they came and there was a speculum up. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, there's some words there. Go ahead and shut the fuck up. What's our next topic, guys?
3. Ooh. No, 27. Wait.
How not to blow your fingers off and make bullets tumble out of a semi-auto. Basically,
there's no link for this. It
was a thread. Fluffy had me at it because there were some things going on. People were complaining. Well, not complaining. Somebody had asked if they bought a 10 millimeter, could they shoot 40 Smith & Wesson out of it? And everybody was like, yeah. And some people were not happy about this. In the beginning, the universe was created, and since then, it's been a pretty bad year.
Space Paul Revere.
But no, but that's common to do with lots of cartridges, and I don't understand why they'd.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I mean, the one that especially the thing about the head spacing. Okay, sure. Technically, it does headspace on the rim, but practically, it headspaces on the fucking extractor.
It's held by the extractor.
And if it fits, it shoots.
Yeah, if it's loose in the chamber, you have a problem.
You're gonna get a little ring of copper where the bullet gets sheared off by the end of the chamber there, but it'll work a lot until you try to shoot 10 millimeter on it. Then
Then it's not going to work so.
Then you're gonna have to run a bore brush backwards down the thing.
Yeah, Semper says he shot 9 out of 40, so it works.
Yeah, I accidentally shot.
I've also.
40.
I think Monkey and the guys at High Point Customs have done quite a bit of that stuff.
We purposely shot 32 out of a 45.
So yeah, 5.56 out of a 9 millimeter.
I mean, I've had sex with loose women, so.
I stuck
same thing about 32 and 45.
Yeah.
I actually married crazy once. Oh, that was terrible. Don't do that.
Marrying.
Yeah, but so the guy's point was that because it was too short, the bullet could tumble.
No.
And then it would mess up the rifling because the bullet.
Is that soft?
It's gonna tumble in the bore.
Yes.
Going to tumble and damage the steel fling.
Yes.
I don't think you could take copper and damage steel with it at all.
I kind of mentioned the shooting 38 special out of a 357 mag revolver, and if that was the case, then those bullets must tumble a lot.
I think you could with enough velocity. You could probably damage copper with or use copper to damage steel with enough velocity.
No.
Do you think?
Yeah. I mean, a shape chart.
I mean, you can
Okay.
Because you can launch a bullet. You can launch 5.56 through AR 500 with 55 grain and small enough, thin enough
Speed
stuff.
kills. Yeah.
Well, velocity wins.
Fine.
But you're totally going to make that velocity at the end of the cartridge.
Not with a hot dog in a hallway. Maybe with.
Yeah. They don't headspace on the extractor. Like, yeah, they do.
they whether you want them to or not, they're gonna do that because that's how that works. So, yeah.
And that's how you're doing it. That's in there.
Yeah.
It was just funny. The guy and then one guy said it, and then I was like, "No, you're wrong." And then another guy jumped in and doubled down on the being wrong, which was awesome. He was very confident about how wrong he was.
People do tend to try to be wrong, and there's a point that they, have to be.
And what was the last topic?
I mean, let's keep talking about, stupid shit that's come up lately of bad or misinformation. And I was just having this kind of shower thought today about either implants or some sort of.
Am I dumb? I just lost your audio.
Yeah, you cut out for a second.
You keep cutting out all the time. There's no voice right now.
You're muted.
Somehow I got muted.
I muted FC because FC.
You muted me.
No.
I did not. I muted FC.
I see it's going intermittent. It's like your headset's deciding that you're not talking.
Oh, well, okay. Is this better?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
Yeah, you just need to talk.
Well, no, we could hear you when you said, "Is this better?" But we didn't hear you when you said, "Can you hear me meow?"
Mimbly pimbly.
Are you using Arctis 7s? Because you should plug that shit in if you are.
Anyways, we've got where was I going here?
Misinformation.
Yeah, so we're going to end up eventually at the point where have access instantly to the internet from either a glasses sort of thing or a implant or some other way of mass and rapid direct internet access without any external need with a device. And misinformation is going to be so easy thinking, and I believe this is Black Mirror.
Just now. No,
every time you say misinformation, it cuts you off.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's Google.
Holy shit! It's sentient.
Anyway, it's going to be easy for misinformation to propagate across the internet.
You did it early.
Go ahead and plug your headphones in, bro. It's fine.
I mean, they're plugged in, bro.
I
mean, they wouldn't be talk. Anyways, we have to fight misinformation every day, and we should do it every day.
Yes.
Yep. We have the entirety of the human knowledge in this thing in our hand, yet we still believe stupid shit.
But it's so easy to spread stupid shit with that ease of access.
Yeah.
I was at a gun show.
Well, wrong stuff's a lot easier than right stuff.
Yeah, because you don't have to prove anything.
Right.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It takes 10 times as much. There's a study.
Yeah, there was like a study about it. It takes more effort to be right than to be wrong.
Yeah, and to correct the wrong, it takes 10 times as much effort.
Yeah, you gotta call people out on spelling incorrectly, and then like
and calling speed
and rate the rate of speed.
High rate of speed. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's super important for us to fight this misinformation thing.
I had a guy at a gun show, and he was trying to convince me to buy one of those water filters that Alex Jones sells on his website, so it'll filter out the chemicals that
make frogs gay.
No, the chemicals that turn us homosexual. And I'm just like,
that's what I just said.
Christ. No, you said frogs gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the frogs being gay. It's nothing about us being gay. It's about making the frogs gay.
They're the canary in the coal mine, man. Once the frogs turn gay, everybody else is on the
FC,
way.
if you didn't say, get the fuck out of my face, idiot, because you're an idiot, and fuck you, idiot.
You're an idiot.
No, I didn't, because my brain was doing, as Lewis Black likes to call it, the left side of my brain looks at the right side of my brain, and they just start going, did that guy really say that? And it takes them a little while to figure out if that really happened, or if I'm just not on enough drugs.
That's happened to me at least 3 times that I can remember at gun shows, where somebody said something so spectacularly unexpected that it caught me off guard.
Yeah, it just makes your brain just go.
It reminds me of that
like vapor lock
in Vegas.
Here's how I work. My mother pulled out
craps.
My mother.
the fattest dude there. Eating that hamburger, selling them, right by the ATF booth.
Here's how I work. My mother pulled the fucking chemtrails bullshit one time when she was visiting me. She starts talking about chemtrails. I'm like, that's retarded. You're an idiot. Stop talking about it, or I'm gonna fucking flip out. and she kept going, and I fucking told her, get the fuck out of my living room, because I'm watching TV and I'm not gonna listen to that fucking bullshit. And if you want to fucking deal with it, go to a hotel room. And she got fucking butt mad for a minute. And I'm like, okay, I told you that's retarded. And do not fucking bring that shit up. I'm trying to fucking watch a show. Fuck you. My own fucking mother can't pull chemtrails on me because it's not fucking tolerable.
Not real.
It's not fucking tolerable. If you even buy into that for a second, you're a fucking moron, and you do not have a platform. No matter if you're my mother or anybody.
Sponsor a massive conspiracy that could never possibly be concealed because it's the government. That's my biggest thing with conspiracy theorists, is that the government can't keep a fucking secret.
But if you don't have the courage to tell your own mother she's full of fucking shit and she should shut the fuck up.
Oh, no, I've done that as a child. I got my ass beat.
Well, she can't beat my ass because I'm bigger than her by a long shot. But that was a quandary once when I was 18. I'm like, she got all butt hurt, and I started spinning her around until she stopped. I just picked her up and spun her around.
Wow.
Is that the age when the spanking stopped hurting and you started laughing?
No, that's about the time I got clocked by one of them old fucking telephones that's heavy and shit.
Yeah, those old telephones from Western Electric.
I got a scar on my eyebrow, which I don't know which one it is, but one of the two. I got clocked in the head by a telephone.
And I'll bet it's one of those phones that you couldn't buy. I
wasn't super controllable back then.
Somebody says the camera's stuck on you, Omni.
That's unfortunate.
I think the problem exists on the local users level.
Yeah, maybe it's
loose nut behind the keyboard.
That's possibly it.
It's one of them ID10T errors. Oh shit! I'm on straight vodka now. This is
the loose nut behind the trigger.
Straight vodka.
Straight out of.
I got ice cubes.
Straight out of Kirkland.
Costco.
Straight out of Hill 180 though.
Now there's multiple people that said it was just stuck on you.
Interesting.
So now it's fixed.
No one
wants.
As
soon as you mentioned it, went away. I guess Google's picking up our voice commands now.
Google is watching us. I mean, this is not crazy at this point, right?
What we should do is we should talk about crazy bitches who like horses, so that we get some horse tack ads.
Oh man, horse chicks, man.
Oh, I grew up on a horse farm. I know about horse chicks.
My cousin horse chick.
Kill you.
My sister used to pretend that she had a fucking horse. She pranced around with a broom when she was a child, and she's crazy.
Maybe she was a witch.
No, she's crazy.
And maybe she was a witch.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, now we've talked about that enough. There's gonna be horse videos alongside this one on the suggested things on YouTube. There.
What's another off? What's something stupid?
Oh, we should definitely talk about
octopuses.
What's ridiculous?
No, octopuses, and also how do octopuses relate to
Japan?
No, when you take the leaves from your lawn and you put them in a thingamajig, and they what's that called?
Chipper?
Compost. Yeah, no. What we want to talk about
compost drum.
Compost drum. So you put your dog shit and your leaves and your grass in that, and you get magic stuff that you can handle, and also turns your garden into brilliant flowers and things.
I think you need like eggs and coffee in there.
That was transcendent.
Yeah, eggs, coffee, dog shit.
Yeah,
grass clippings and flowers.
Magically
lemon.
Go into the compost.
It doesn't stink at all.
Yeah, so this is an experiment. Everybody, look for the suggested videos next to this thing once Google gets done fucking. Swear to God, it happens. I mentioned horse chicks one time on this show, and all the suggested videos were horse tack and fucking bridles and shit. It's not. It's a real thing.
You know, why can't they use this technology for good? Like, if someone uses the phrase all night long, it just immediately starts playing Lionel Richie. That's what I would want.
Because Lionel Richie is a fucking idiot.
Well, they knocked Alex Jones off, so I mean, one could argue that they are using.
Alex Jones was a crisis actor. He was never knocked off. His channel's still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he's actually Bill Hicks, right?
Bill Hicks was way better than that.
They actually successfully turned him into turned him gay, and now he's.
There's a big conspiracy theory about that Alex Jones is Bill Hicks.
He's not?
Who's Bill Hicks?
He was a comedian in California who died.
Did he?
Well,
I mean, there is no cure for. I mean, there is no cure for what Bill Hicks had. And I mean, it kind of worked well in Dennis Leary's favor because he stole so much of Bill Hicks' material. It's just sad.
Oh, he died in '94, apparently.
Oh. Don't we have one more topic?
Oh, do we?
Does the NRA really help?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh, it's a Reuters ad. Of course.
I hate this has to do with the. Hey, Fluffy, why don't you give us the quick?
So the quick thing is, this guy, veteran in Hawaii, tried to get his concealed carry permit. He was denied 3 times. He appealed it 3 times. He lost all 3 times. So he decided to fight it in court. And he went around to all the attorneys in Hawaii, and they were like, yeah, we're not going to take that because you're going to lose. And he went to the NRA, and the NRA said, well, we're not going to help you because we have a similar case that we're pursuing. And so he found some like young attorney who volunteered to do it because I guess his dad has some money and would back him. And they won. The district court ruled that that Hawaii's concealed carry issuance was in violation of the Second Amendment. It may go to the Supreme Court. This guy wants to take it that far. And
God, I hope so.
Hopefully we'll get a new justice that will allow them to take a case like this.
Shall not be infringed, motherfucker.
So the question is, does the NRA actually do anything? If this fucking guy and some little attorney, some young attorney with no resources could win a case that they apparently had been trying to win a similar case but didn't get their results before this guy got his, what the fuck are they doing with the money they get?
Well, clearly they're locking it up in New York.
They're buying tote bags from China and
printing the NRA on them upside down before they send them out.
NRA,
I didn't get that joke.
That was for the Russians. Those are actually Cyrillic characters.
No, the NRA had a bunch of tote bags they sent out where NRA was printed on the bags upside down.
Wow.
Maybe it's like a horseshoe, so the luck doesn't run out or something.
Yeah,
right.
No, that's what they want you to get rid of with your usual pocketbook. So you have to turn it right side up to see it, so all the money falls out.
Somebody had said misinformation spread before the internet as well. Yes, but it never spread at the speed that it does now.
It's the inverse law of bullshit. It takes exponentially more energy to refute it than it was to come up with it to begin with.
Back in the day, you had to actually go to a grocery store fucking checkout counter and fucking be assaulted by tabloid idiots.
Yeah, or go to your local gun store.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, you still do that now,
but you see, like those old ones, like the Inquirer with Bat Boy, whatever. Fucking.
They still
Bat Boy was real. Bat Boy was real.
Fake news.
In 1991, I arrived at a fine, upstanding roommate of mine with the notion that the Vietnamese could use our ammo, but we couldn't use theirs. Because I was a fucking moron, educated by fucking popular media, and that's a myth that still exists to this day, I assume. And he's like, "No, you're an idiot, and here's why. Here's a 5.56, and here's a 7.62 by 39. That is the most retarded thing ever." And congratulations, you've been introduced to the gun myths that were invented by popular media and retarded hand-me-down idiot shit from other gun enthusiasts. And so we're going to debunk a whole bunch of that shit. Let's go shooting. Here's an HK91. Shoot some 308. Bang. First center fire rifle I ever shot was an HK91.
Wow, you didn't start.
Changed my life. What?
You didn't peak early, did you?
Yeah.
This was 91, 92, something like that. I don't know. But before that, I had shot 22s as a child.
Okay, so real facts though. Can a 5.56 chamber and a 7.62 by 39 chamber?
Of course, Bagley.
Okay.
So they technically could have.
I could go grab it and find out.
I at first I thought you were going to talk about some sort of.
I actually don't think
us when we were spiking their ammo.
Hmm?
I mean, I know it's longer, but it should fit into the throat, right?
For a 39.
That's what she said.
I just assume that every dimension is bigger, so I don't know.
The 7.62 by 39 or the 4.5?
No. Will 5.56 fit in a 7.62 by 39 chamber and allow the bolt to close?
Well, here's a 5.56 with no bullet.
Oh, you got a primer in there so you can make it go bang? Come back. No, you don't want to
be all the rage now. All the AK guys are going to be shooting 5.56 now.
You started a meme.
If the brass fits, you must have quit.
Hold on.
All right.
Can you see the primer so it goes bang or no?
No, there's no primer in there. It's just an empty one I got sitting here.
Well, shit.
Safety first.
Oh, whatever.
I had to grab the right one because the other one's
you don't have your iPro, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Safety twins.
Actually, for this right here, that crib safety with the extra lock would be nice.
Do you have your mom on speed dial?
Mom. All right. Book goes in. For everybody at home.
But you didn't feed it from a magazine.
That close? No, it did not. Nope. Not even close.
Completely debunked. I just assumed all this time.
Now I gotta fucking fish the cartridge out.
My kingdom for a cleaning rod, which should be attached to the said rifle.
Look
at
it right there. It's right there.
There. There's a cleaning rod right fucking there.
Shove it down the hole.
I don't even know how to get this off of the rifle.
No, I figured a fucking screwdriver that I got right here would be handier.
Too bad it's not a German gun. You could find 4 of your buddies to pull one together.
I got a German gun. Oh, German gun.
I gotta grab a magazine though, so I can fucking fuck that up while I try to pound it through.
What's German for pew?
I don't know.
Das Pew.
I've actually never removed the cleaning
no,
rod
they're not
here.
dead. I thought my Unitech batteries would be dead, but they're not. Awesome.
Cleaning. Ugh. Still won't fucking clear. There it is.
You gotta yank the shit out.
He used the cleaning rod, everybody.
It's not long enough.
That's what she said.
The German for pew is bank.
Bank.
Drop the cleaning rod on the round, perhaps?
Yeah, drop it through.
Bank.
I need like
use your foot to hold the bolt open.
Yes, this is what I'm doing.
I assume it's pronounced bonk, bonk, bonk because Frank is pronounced frank, frank, frank.
There we go. That worked.
See?
There you go.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Bart, for science.
Yeah.
We did the science.
And you can actually see a little bit on there. There's
Shined it
it's
up
a
a
bit of a throat issue. It's shoved into the throat.
Smith officially busted.
It's getting shoved in the throat.
Mm.
That's interesting.
That is definitely
sure.
on that.
I'm actually pretty sure that would fire.
Can it fire that far out of battery?
No.
Yeah.
The little egg-shaped ear on the back of the bolt carrier prevents it.
Damn, this is dirty.
I bet you could hammer it in there though.
Now, what about it? Does it fit in a 7.62?
That is
or not a 5.45?
No, because that's way too short.
I've got one of those on the wall too. If we want to try.
No, that's 5.39.
But yeah,
it's gonna be way too short.
And the Viet Cong didn't have 5.45.
Now, question: could 222 fit in there?
No, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Who asked that
222 is what? How much shorter is 222?
222 is what the French shoot when the government won't let them shoot 223.
What?
Can this be a new segment, debunking random gun myths? I like this idea.
No, it should be because there's a lot of them and they're all stupid as hell.
A lot of them might be kind of hard because I bet you a lot of them would take us to fire a gun.
Yeah.
Now, when you were,
I could go
presented
do
with
show from up on the mountain.
Tess, when you were presented with that information,
that chilada
was an AK a common gun to encounter in the United States?
No. Like I arrived, I have no idea where I got that information from.
In vodka.
But I arrived at a person
who just red beers
who knew differently, thinking it was true as hell because I'd heard it someplace, and like I was 16 when 1986 happened, and I didn't know about gun. I've been playing with 22 since I was a child, but but one of my earliest memories is helping my father. I was rolling 270 cases on an RCBS lube pad.
Nice.
Back in 1974 or something on my father's lap as a 4-year-old. But I had no fucking idea how centerfire firearms worked, and it had shot 22s and that was it. And But I arrived knowing that the Viet Cong could shoot our ammo, but we couldn't shoot theirs or whatever, and it was just like a stupid thing to know. But I don't even know how that's what it's like to be like that now because I'm so far removed from that. But it's actually.
Did you carry yourself at your Dunning-Kruger?
Well, yeah, clearly I didn't know about Dunning-Kruger until like 5 years ago, but
yeah, but that guy, bitch slapped you into reality, right?
Oh well, no, he took me shooting, and
Semper has a 222.
That was the end of it.
See if it'll fit in there.
Nice.
I have a question on the show.
I have a question for my fellow Bushmaster M17S owner.
Yes.
Does yours have sights?
Yes.
I don't think mine has sights.
It came in an extra bag.
You don't think it has sights?
Oh, I wonder if it's in the box. I'll have to look.
Because like the back part of the all right. Hold on.
Does it have an AR style? Can you put a Trijicon TA-01 on it or no?
Yeah, you can put whatever you want.
A rail.
Yeah, what do you got on yours, Bart?
This is a NC Star 3-9x42E. It came on the gun when I bought off Gunbroker, and I haven't changed it since. And it's a total shit optic. It's terrible. But the difference is there's a sight that goes on the top part here.
Oh, it replaces the rail.
Yes.
Okay. I'll have to look and see if that's in the box.
It's probably in the box, yeah. But your sight radius is then like 4 inches for.
Yeah, it's totally usable.
It's pretty dumb.
Well, I'm looking for a vintage aim point to put on mine. So
vintage aim point, like the really small, like low ones.
No, like the 3,000 or 5,000.
So the big, ginormous,
tube ones,
huge ones.
I think Tuna has one of those, or 1,000, or Semper might too. Actually,
I told you the Comp S, because it was a pistol sight. Yeah, but like, just you get some low rings and you go to town and there. You go.
But Bubba wouldn't do that. Bubba would use a rifle scope because it would have been cheaper.
But the Comp series became the rifle sights later. So
actually, the height on this is like almost perfect. I mean, so if you put like a small scope on this, like this, just not garbage, it's nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the old school aim point on there.
Yeah,
a Comp M or whatever in 30mm low rings would pwn that shit. That would be the way to go.
But I can buy one of those. I can't buy the one I want.
Your logic is irrefutable, sir.
See, this seems like a knockoff A2. I don't know what the fuck. Bubba must have done something to this. I don't think.
See, now mine is the pre-ban. It has the.
It's not threaded.
It has like a ring on
it. Bubba just used a wrench and some know-how to understand that welded fucking bullshit would break if he turned it hard enough.
No, but this A2 flash cage looks like it's cast. It has like casting marks all over it. It's really weird.
Yuck.
Like pits, unless that's just, it's not going to be rust.
No.
I mean, it could have eroded though if it was cast. Like you said.
Yeah. Huh. Weird.
Yeah, mine's just got like a little ring thing on it.
Yeah. Yeah. When I came to pick mine up at the shop when I first came in, hey, that's a cool rifle. We got one question. It's like, how the fuck do you fucking cock that thing? Because they're looking at it and they couldn't, I'm like, hey,
how the fuck do you check this clear?
You just go like this and go bang. No,
it's not obvious.
Shit, now I need one of those.
It is. You gotta get. I got mine for $525.
I got mine for $530.
Ooh.
Shipped.
I may be going to get my boogered up other one there.
Speaking of, how many guns do you have piled, Fluffy, that haven't been picked up, or did you actually finally get picked up?
No, I have the GM6 Lynx, the Lottie, and the HMG are the only ones I have in flight right now.
I think you have 5 outstanding at my guy.
I have 4.
Oh no, wait, and I got the Sterling, so I have 4.
Sterling.
Oh.
Nice.
Wait, which Sterling did you get? Did you get the one from?
Yeah.
You got the one?
The full auto?
You're a good boy.
Well, why wouldn't you buy a Sterling? There is no reason to buy a non-full auto Sterling.
No.
Yeah.
It is legitimately one of the worst guns ever.
No. The magazines are fucking.
Sterling is actually very nice. The stock is very clever, and it shoots very nice. And the magazines are the Cadillac.
That's the same one from that video you showed earlier. That old guy, right?
Don't confuse Stans and Sterling, sir. If you get that wrong, you're failing at life.
They're very different.
But the problem is that there's so much better out there than a Sterling.
The Sterling is pretty fucking sweet, man.
Yeah. No, but if you get it in the machine gun,
I own an MP5.
Like everything you already had. Yeah,
it is a machine. It's a machine gun on me. I mean, come on.
But how much work would you have to put into a Sterling to make it into a semi-auto? To rebuild one into a semi-auto.
Oh, it's not too bad. You gotta dig with the bolt and stuff.
The same amount of retarded work you'd have to put into a stand to get a semi-auto stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it.
What? Nobody's talking about semi-auto anything here.
Yeah, I know. But anyways, what you need to do is get a kit for it to make it into a blaster.
Yeah, I thought about that.
You got to set it off and have it turned into a blaster. If I had a Sterling, that's what I would do. I'd have it turned into an E11.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
An E11. You could have your own Stormtrooper blaster and just run around.
Well, but then I need to have a triple extra Stormtrooper costume, so that's the problem. Because you could not shoot it without wearing a Stormtrooper costume.
But you gotta get it so it's not quite fitting right, and you have the gaps.
It's all about what's hanging
but then
out.
That would be canon. No. What you have to do is you have to do that, but you have to do that with clone trooper armor, and it would be canon to the for those that have followed this stuff now post Disney, the Clone Wars guys. There were some clones that escaped the Empire, and they are fat.
Oh, okay.
And they sort of kind of fit into their armor, but they got fat. And so they're canon, fat, stormtrooper looking, but they're rocking clone.
What canon is that from?
That's Rebels.
Now the only other thing too is if you go to the range with an E11 in a stormtrooper costume, you can't hit anything.
I want to shoot at a farmer with a thingamajig that lets him swing across the grappling hook. Yeah. And miss a lot.
I'm hungry.
So does the NRA do anything?
No. They take money from people.
I posit that they act as a
this is like my childhood exposition to the unions. I joined a union as a child, working for a small grocery store, and
Teamsters
Teamsters and paid the dues, $9 a paycheck or whatever. It was just a lot because I was making $3 an hour or less. I don't know, but we joined and had to fucking join the union to get a job at the fucking place, but had a dispute with some supplier or whatever, and they didn't fucking back us, and we quit the union, and they were out there protesting like, you guys fucking
you're scabs.
And I go talk to the guy. What the fuck are you protesting? I don't know. They paid me to fucking hold this. Okay, I understand how the world works now. And I was like 14 at the time. Like, seriously.
So you were like, I saw on the waterfront. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Here's how it works. If you pay somebody to fucking go to work for you, and it's in their best interest not to, they won't. Insurance is, everybody says lawyers are terrible. Insurance guys are terrible. You pay an insurance guy whatever a month to fucking insure your shit, and the first thing they're gonna do when you have need for their services, which you've been paying for forever, is try not to fucking pay you back or pay you out. And that's how unions work. If you're buying into the shit, they will not support you unless you're big enough to be supported. And the same fucking thing for the NRA. If you're not if you're some fucking guy in Hawaii, Hawaii's kind of liberal, and so we're not gonna go to war over that fucking bullshit. So fuck you.
Why would we do that? We've only got a finite amount of money.
Well, that's the best part is that they said they were.
Did they?
They said they were involved in a similar case, and yet their case didn't get resolved. So all the money and whatever they put into it would accomplish nothing.
Yeah, it turns out when somebody's grandstanding and wants to accept money for said grandstanding, it's going to just be nothing but faggotry.
I mean, who are their lawyers? I mean, maybe their lawyers are just really bad. Maybe they're all nepotism.
Or paid by the hour.
Yeah. That too.
You'd think that they'd have in-house lawyers at that point instead of relying on outhouse.
So outhouse.
That's actually a
outhouse
thing.
Lawyer.
So that is a huge thing in construction law in having outhouse attorneys, to the point where you get attorneys that are awarded hard hats that are framed up into little outhouses
with emoji turds on the top.
Yeah, with
nice.
outhouse. It's a running joke.
Yeah. Anyway. No.
Anyways, folks,
they wouldn't go to bat for the fucking machine guns ever. They're all about fucking ducks and whatever back in the 80s. Fuck those fucking fuckers.
Well, you remember what they said about the machine guns. You know, we want the machine guns, but FOPA, we really need FOPA. And, of course, they got FOPA, and FOPA still doesn't fucking work. So, because apparently FOPA doesn't apply to air travel, because air travel didn't exist in 1986.
It does apply to air travel. It just doesn't apply to the state of New York, the city of New York, or the state of New Jersey.
Yeah.
Those two were never mentioned in the Constitution. Apparently,
actually, Omni, if you read the decision, it specifically states that FOPA does not cover air travel, although it would have covered passenger car travel.
What about train travel? Can I travel by train?
Actually, technically, you can. Under Obama, changed that.
What's FOPA's opinion on FOPA?
Something Amtrak. They call it the train.
All right, guys. Well,
the train, boss. The train.
No, something about sex with a woman or
run a train.
Running a train. Something Amtrak. There's a song I heard back in the 80s that said something like that. Meet Julie, your virtual assistant, Amtrak. Okay, Amtrak.com about Julie. Oh, God. I'm about to learn about Amtrak. You got a chick named Julie.
Oh, man, guys. Well,
I think they only allow double barrel shots.
We're going to run a train on Julie in a minute now.
This was actually really fun. I've missed doing the show. I'm sorry about not being around so much, but life's been busy. I will go ahead and throw the show up into Discord for after show. Yes, you're still doing those things?
Sure. Julie Amtrak has the friendly voice here.
Bart's the resident Discord wrangler.
What?
All right. So you're going to handle wrangling people into from the Discord into the.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. Well. That was episode, 127? Ooh.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Omni's back.
Don't
tell any friends.
We've filled out 7 bits now.
Ooh, get over here.
Somebody commented on our last episode of poop. That was the only comment, by the way. That was episode 24.
That's an appropriate comment.
Poop.
There were a couple in there that were probably kind of subpar, a little boring, but
yeah,
whatever.
We do good. We soldiered on.
We're awesome.
It's almost like we do this for us, not.
Yeah. Those are all haters.
Yes, we kind of do.
Oh, so
that's why tonight was like a cathartic outburst because Present hasn't been around for a while.
We have 21.
Why does it still say live?
Because we are.
We haven't gone off.
Still fucking live.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm not gonna piss in the shower until it's not live anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also
typing has been
must
picked up
now
live,
I now must evacuate all of these PPRs. All right, guys, we'll probably be on next week. I know I will. I don't know if anybody else will.
I'll be here.
I got nothing better to do.
I won't be here.
No.
Well, what the fuck's wrong with you?
I will be at the beach.
Some beach somewhere.
Yeah, I need a vacation. This not working stuff is stressful.
Is it a beach where the sun, is it a beach where the sun sets over the beach or the sun rises over the beach?
No, sun rises over the beach.
Those are the worst beaches.
Coast. All right, guys.
Not a real beach. Hashtag not a real beach.
No tall foxes.
Could have ended it like 4 times there.
I know. I just wanted. I'm back, and I wanted to leave the awkward pause. It's been so long since I've had the awkward pause at the end. It's great.
That's fine.
Signing off.
My entire life is a series of awkward pauses.
Or an awkward pause. I mean, you could make the joke of
stop shooting me, sir.
Quit pointing the gun at the screen. You might shoot somebody on accident.
Eat hot.
Put the gun down. Put the gun down.
Where's your CCW sash? God damn it.
I mean, this is now an internet Mexican standoff.
Oh man,
your guns aren't double action though. Mine.
Our channel's definitely getting taken down again after this.
I know, right? Fine, then we'll just go to
double action for the win, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't do that with mine. I can only. Oh yeah, I can.
You got a SIG.
Yeah.
It's a SIG Sauer.
And a Glocky. Glocky won't do it. SIG will.
Oh, go into a bar and say, "I'd like a SIG Sauer, please."
I'm gonna do that next time.
Could have ended it. Could have ended it there. Fucking worthless. Okay, well, I got a 14-inch rail for my MR556 because I got lots of money and you don't.
You also were going to bring that on the show and you forgot.
I just did, motherfucker.
Does that say HK on the bottom?
That is a genuine HK type HK part.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady
with Dick Mod.
I didn't know you got that.
Just get a Sear already.
I've had an MR556 for a long time.
Oh.
You got it back when it actually came out.
We went driving from my wife's place in Massachusetts and bought it in New Hampshire and had it shipped back here. H&K, boom.
Genuine.
Hey, can I sell you my HK Sear and then you not do the paperwork for like 5 years?
No, I don't give.
You just don't tell him about it, and you let him constantly use it every time it's Sandy. He won't.
I mean, does he get to lock? Does he get to lock the price in now?
Yeah, there you go. That's.
I mean, if you could lock the price in now and wait 5 years, that might not be the worst idea ever.
I mean, you guys joke about that. I mean, I've got stuff sitting in the safe that's like people still haven't filed paperwork on it since the fucking Obama administration.
Wait a second. Why aren't there options? Why isn't there a futures market for machine guns?
Because people hate machine guns.
It's called Ruben Mendiola, bro.
Futures market doesn't exist.
To answer your question, Fluffy, where is the futures market located?
Chicago.
My house, obviously.
Chicago and New York. So good luck passing that.
Hey, if I can write my own currency, I can create my own goddamn futures market.
I'm surprised my EOTech still has power, though. This is crazy. Like, it's been sitting for 2 fucking years or more.
Obviously, because EOTechs are only bad in the cold, and you live in Arizona.
Win the EOTech game.
Bad when you take them from your freezer to your car trunk and then try to shoot somebody.
Yeah,
I
store my guns in my freezer.
Quick disconnect too, bro.
I did like that toilet tank photo post. That one was pretty good. And then the idea where you need to have a toilet tank lid and you need to get a Sappy interceptor plate that fits in between the ridges of the lid and has a couple straps on it, so you can throw the whole thing on in an emergency. I was like, why are we not funding this? That's a pretty good idea.
I gotta say though, my love for HK shit has waned a bit. They have plastic ejection port covers.
Ew.
Like you can't even get it fucking anodized or whatever to have your
match
surprise cock fag on it and stuff.
I have that.
Didn't that guy who shot that person?
It said "you're fucked" on it.
Oh, that's right.
The cop that murdered that guy in the hallway.
That individual in the hallway because
why have we not into this show, idiot? Come on,
we're talking still.
And the fucking show. God damn it! I gotta
pee.